So first half of the season is down in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, and the next half is left to go here, as we are now at stop number 20 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series, as we are here at the running of the Slick 5300 for New Hampshire International Speedway in Loudon, New Hampshire. The Magic Mile, as it is known as, at 1.058 miles in length. Excuse me. So let's get the start of the today's running event here, as we are halfway through the season, and start our race for the championship here in the series for season 18. So on the pole at 130 miles per hour, it is Ashlyn Boyd on the pole for this event. They're the winner of the last race on the tour, the Pepsi 400, looking for his second win in a row here in the series. He'll be flanked by William Brock, number 4, the Kodak Film Oldsmobile. Row number 2 will have Ryan Kazee, car number 12, the Budweiser Chevrolet, a good qualifying run for him. And he'll be flanked by Cole Deaver, number 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Third row will have the J.E. McDuffie Special, Zed Weinstein, number 70, the AC Spark Plugs Rumple Furniture Pontiac. And the number 20 and number 21, Warner Hodgson Ford. It'll be Becca Taylor. She won at Darlington this season. Next row down, we'll have number 8, Patrick Smith, in the Miller American Buick, the winner this season at Dover, the first stop over there. And Joshua Sekuli in the Race Hill Farms Buick, car number 47. Next row down, we'll have the winner at California this season, Kat Tellier, number 7, the Xerox Antifreeze Ford, and Alexander Rowe, who almost won that California event, the number 51 Valvoline Oldsmobile. Next row down, we'll have number 29, Kyle Matthews, with the number 29 Hardee's Oldsmobile, the winner this season at North Wilkesboro, and number 11, Zach Winkle, the Budweiser Chevrolet. Next row down, we'll have Jonathan Zorlin, number 88, the Gatorade Buick, and 4-time winner this season, Jessica Shelton, number 9, the Mel Gear Ford. She is the points leader coming into this event. Her wins came at Bristol, Texas, Richmond, and Pocono, where they'll be heading to next on the tour after this, by the way, too. Next row down, we'll have 2 of our in-car cameras. Charles Sanford, number 30, the Country Time Pontiac. His wins came at Las Vegas, Atlanta, and Riverside. And flanking him outside, Seth Cole, number 52, the Folgers Chevrolet. He also has an in-car camera for today's event. Next one down, we'll have the Coca-Cola 600 winner, Zachary Fitzwater, number 33, the Skull Bandit Buick. And the Daytona 500 champion, Emmanuel Hartnett, number 83, the Wentz Kmart Oldsmobile. Next one down, we'll have number 15, Jason Haywood, the Motorcraft Ford. And he'll be alongside number 35, Johnny Gardner, the Folgers Decaf Chevrolet. Next row down, we'll have Joshua Collar, number 43, the King Richard Petty Pontiac, the STP machine, and the Quaker State Buick car number 26 of Quentin Moore, the 1987 Morgan Shepherd scheme, or car, I should say. Next row down, we'll have Dylan Poteet, number 22, the Miller High Life Buick. He has our third in-car camera for today's event, and he'll be alongside Trent Dunham, number 1, the Bullseye Barbecue Sauce Chevrolet. Next row down, we'll have Michael Whitman in the Strolite Ford car number 6, and he'll be alongside number 13, the Carolina Tool Ford of Jesse Turner. Next row down, we'll have the winner at Michigan this season, Keith Batson. He was the winner at Michigan and at Sonoma, the Texaco Haviland Ford car number 28, and the Red Baron Frozen Pizza Ford car number 90. It is Ryan Winters. Next row down, we'll have Max Anderson, car 75, the Valvoline Pontiac, and Paul Minnick in the number 44 Piedmont Airlines Chevrolet. Next row down, we'll have Kev Shearer in car 71, the Buckstove Oldsmobile, and Phil Parker, number 5, the Levi Garrett Chevrolet. Next row down, we'll have Jordan Lopez, number 16, the Halpern Chevrolet, and number 74, the Nelson Contracting Superior Piping Chevrolet of Chelsea Bowles. Her best finish this season was a second at Michigan. Next row down, we'll have Tony Newman, number 14, the Copenhagen Oldsmobile, and number 42, Mike Becker, the winner at Talladega this season, the STP Buick. Next row down, we'll have the number 2 Pepsi Kroger Chevrolet of Dylan Young, and Kyle Langland, number 27, the Kodiak Pontiac. And starting off in the last row will be Joshua Osborne, winner this season at Martinsville in the Folgers Chevrolet car number 25, and number 17, the Tide Chevrolet of Ryan George. His win this season came at Rockingham. And the engines commands been given. The engines have been fired as we're set for 45 laps of action here at the Magic Mile. The track is it was known as. Ashland Boyd, of course, you remember, had a great win at the Pepsi 400 down in Daytona, the last race on the tour, looking for his second victory in a row here in this series. And that win was his first in his career. William Brocky's been on a tear as of late in number 4 Kodak Film Oldsmobile. He's knocking on the door of the top 10 in points, I believe, coming into this event, if he's not in the top 10 at least. And then you got Ryan Kazee, who's one of the bottom drivers in the points chase. He's looking for a solid run here today, as is Cole Deaver looking to turn his season around in the Dale Earnhardt cars. And the same you can say actually for the number 70 car, Zed Weinstein, the JD McDuffie cars. He is a two-time champion in previous seasons in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. He also looking to turn the season around, as is Cole Deaver. The green flag is about to wave, and 45 minutes of action is underway here at New Hampshire. We are underway. Ryan Kazee looking to the inside of Ashland Boyd to kick things off as they come off turn number 2. Now turn 4 actually is a trouble spot here in New Hampshire without question. And you might be able to see Lyle White on this very first lap possibly if they keep struggling like this here. And oh boy, 3 wide racing here. Jonathan Zorlin inside of Kyle Matthews and Cat Telliers to come off turn number 4. Yeah, so far so good, I think. And what do you know? He got through the first time without trouble. So anyway, Ashland Boyd pulls out to the lead right now. Second position is battling for second is Ryan Kazee and William Brock. Then he got third. Then he got a battle for fourth between Zed Weinstein and Cole Deaver. And whoa, Becca Tellier went to the inside of Patrick Smith and just about tapped him with a pair of red and white cars here. Smith in a Buick, Tellier in a Ford. An 82 Ford, that is. There's Smith's car in 86 Buick. As they come off through the third and fourth, turn number 1 and 2 again, as they come down that part of the turn at New Hampshire, you got to kind of roll through the center of the turn on a track like this. Or just being a flat track, much like the Truck Series was that last night at Milwaukee on their last race on the tour. Similar characteristics, I guess you might say. And oh no, Sanford, don't make it 4 wide through there. Whoa! I thought Charles Sanford was going to go inside of the John Zorn, make it 4 wide through the third and fourth turns. That would have been a no-no here at New Hampshire. On board Charles Sanford's cars as he's trying to fit her way around Jonathan Zorlin, number 88. Lap speeds here are just about 130 miles per hour. They qualified at 130 as a matter of fact. As they come off the fourth corner. So that's Charles Sanford to the inside of Jonathan Zorlin as he's trying to make his way up to the 9th position. He's running 10th at the moment. And the Telliers battling it out here. Becca Tellier and Kat Tellier. Kat in the 7, Becca in the 21. And throw Zachary Fitzwater in there in a 1983 Buick. Winner of the season at Charlotte in the 600 as they come down to the first and second turns. The yellow flag is flown for the first time here today. It looks like at New Hampshire. And it looks like Ryan Winters in number 90. That got sent into a spin, looks like. And let's see what happened. Let's see what happened here as he off. And it was he and Dylan Young, it looked like there, as Calamity Corner turn 4 strikes here at New Hampshire, and then Winters is on the outside trying to go to the inside of HAMPSHIRE. Meantime, you have Jordan Lopez in the 16 on the inside of him. And Lopez taps Winters, sends him into Dylan Young, and they both spin. Good, basically driven by who was that? Who was that? It was that Kyle Langland, I think. The good driving by him and Ryan George, but Ryan Winters, really no harm, no foul. And Chelsea Bowles sits on pit road. Something must have happened to her car. Up, and we have gotten word Chelsea Bowles has got a problem. She's knocked her out of the race. So bad break for the 74 team. So 39 cars out of the 40 are still left running here at New Hampshire as we're about to get set for restart on the 10th lap of this race here. We'll still have 35 laps remaining on this, the 1.058 mile New Hampshire International Speedway. As they come off corner number 4, the green flag is about to wave, and we are back underway on lap number 10. Ashlyn Boyd leads. Second is Ryan Kazee. Third is William Brock. Fourth is Zed Weinstein. Cole Beavers in fifth. Patrick Smith in sixth position. Seventh is Alexander Rowe. Joshua Sakuli eighth. Ninth is Jonathan Zorn, and Charles Sanford runs in 10th position. Let's keep an eye on what happens off Calamity Corner, turn number 4. Sanford goes by Zorn to take 9th away as they come down to the track. Let's see what happens here. Everybody made it through okay, so battle for 5th going on. New driver running in 5th position. That's Patrick Smith. And number 8 as he goes inside as he has gotten by Cole Beaver. Now Beaver under fire from the 47 of Joshua Sakuli. And boy, look at Charles Sanford go in the number 30 car. He's now gotten around Alexander Rowe in the 51. Sanford up to the 8th position now as he has gotten pushed from the 88 of Jonathan Zorlin. Of course, you don't hear drafting techniques on a 1-mile racetrack, obviously, but still, Sanford looking pretty racy here as he has started this race in, I think, the 13th position, I think. He's running right now in 8th spot. So giving that Pontiac a pretty good ride here at this racetrack here. Zorn and Rowe battling for position. That's for 9th. 11th position, I should say, is Zachary Fitzwater. Cat Tellier in 12th. Kyle Matthews 13th. 14th, battling for 14th, is Dylan Pote and Becca Tellier. Pote with his buddy Trent Dunham right behind him in a number 1 car for Sega Motorsports as they go down to the first and second turn, or third and fourth turn, excuse me. Zach Winkle's in this mix, as is Emmanuel Hartnett and Joshua Collard. And now Collard and Hartnett go inside, battle side by side with each other. Meantime, 2 of the KAB cars, that's Keith Badson and Jason Haywood, a pair of 87 Thunderbirds going at it right here. Batson, a 2-time winner this season. He's already in the top 10 in the points chase. Haywood, I think, knocking on the door of the top 10, I think. And 15 car, he's had some solid runs this season. Talking about Jason Haywood in 15 car. Just trying to get clear that hurdle of his first win. Meantime, Haywood will go inside of Batson. That's for the 20th position. Johnny Gardner in his mix as well, as is the Paul Minnick car. Jessica Shelton, the points leader, behind him. Shelton in 24th at the moment. Not the day she was hoping for so far. As we ride on board with Seth Cohen, number 52. Seth running right behind Shelton and Paul Minnick. And he will follow his buddy Jessica, and he will follow Jessica as he goes to the first and second turns now. Shelton trying to take 23rd away from Minnick. In the meantime, Seth up on the high side. In the meantime, Jesse Turner, as he and Seth Cole trade a little paint there through the off turn number 4. And now Seth's forced up on the high side of the racetrack as we go back to race view. Quentin Moore in this mix in 26. There's 14, Tony Newman. And they go down to the first and second turns again, right? Third and fourth turns again here. Michael Whitman in the 6. He is now in this mix of cars as well. As meantime, Jessica Shelton now tries to pick on Johnny Gardner in 35. Kev Shear in 71. He's in this mix, as is Jordan Lopez, Ryan George. Several stragglers back there. And meantime, Ashland Boyd has pulled up to a very substantial lead on the 12 car of Ryan Kazee. Zed Weinstein now takes the third position away. He's taking this spot away from William Brock, who now goes inside of Cole Deaver. And Boyd, Charles Saber continuing his charge at 30 machine. He's now up to the 6th position right now, as he has now cleared the car of Joshua Sakuli and Patrick Smith, and you're back on board Charles Samper's car. Samper, 3-time winner of the season, winning at, as we said, at Las Vegas and Atlanta 2 of the mile-and-a-half tracks, and also won the road course at Riverside. Samper now trying to figure out a way around Cole Deaver, number 3 GM Goodrich Chevy. Samper's not really all that far back, though. He is 2.95 seconds back of the leader. Let's see how far back he is this time by. Samper is now just an even 3 seconds back, so didn't lose much time trying to get around that number 3 of Cole Deaver. Now Deaver up to the high side. Samper shoots to the low side of the racetrack here. And Deaver slams the door on Samper, but Samper says, I want to get past you. And Deaver says, well, there you go. So now they race side by side off the fourth corner. They're 30 and the 3 going at it, and throw in Sakuli and Smith in this mix there. And whoa, my, if that would have been the finish of the race, that would have been very close. And Samper does take 5th of the line, as a matter of fact, as he and Deaver were side by side at the start-finish line. So, meantime, Ashland Boyd continues to lead the race here. So, you continue to watch all those battles for position going on here. Patrick Smith and Joshua Sakuli. There's Zorlin in this mix here. And meantime, get called a Cat Tellier in the 7 car. She's now up to the 10th position. The winner this season at California in the Auto Club 400 as they come down through the first and second turns here. Tellier running, I believe, she is, I think, in the top 5 in the points coming into this race, as a matter of fact, too. So Tellier having the breakthrough season. And, of course, she did win last season down in Charlotte in the 500 miler over there. So she's run pretty strong here. Zachary Fitzwater and Trent Dunham now going at it, the 33 and the 1. Zach Winkle running in 14th. Kyle Matthews running in 15th as he's got his buddy Dylan Poteet right behind him, as well as Becca Tellier, Emmanuel Hartnett, and the 43 car, of Joshua Carr running 19th at the moment. Jason Haywood takes 20th from Keith Batson. In fact, Johnny Gardner also has gotten by him. Now Batson falls in the clutches of the 44 of Paul Mennick as he has gotten around Jessica Shelton, as has the 6 car of Michael Whitman. So Shelton dropping the 25th position. So she's not had a really good day at all here at New Hampshire. Could possibly stand to lose some points now on the top. I think Sanford's second place in the points. I'm not sure if it was he or Tellier. I don't know. But Sanford right now runs in 5th position as he is right now. And Brock is in 4th, matching his Carter in the Kodak Film Chevrolet Oldsmobile. He's been having some solid runs as well, William Brock. And I'm feeling that's one of those drivers, along with Haywood, or Jason Haywood, I should say, that's actually in possible solid contention to possibly poised to win his first ever race here, as Patrick Smith and Ashland Boyd have done this season. So very exciting season it's been so far here in season 18 at the moment. Ashland Boyd has still leading the race. He's led this race right from the start, but Ryan Kazee is closing in that number 12 car. He is now just 0.6 of a second back. When we last checked, it was 1.1 seconds. So that big lead that Ashland Boyd enjoyed is starting to disappear just a little bit as they come off the fourth corner. Paris Chevrolet are first and second, then Pontiac third, Oldsmobile fourth, and Pontiac in 5th. Meantime, as we are now down to just 18 laps to go now. Brian Kazee driving the car owned by Junior Johnson, a number 12 machine, while the Ashland Boyd car is the Benny Parsons car that was owned by Johnny Hayes. That's the car that Benny drove back in 1985. And in fact, the Chevrolet in second position is a 1986 Monte Carlo, I believe. Zed Weinstein's car in 87 Pontiac, Brock's car in 87 Oldsmobile, and Charles Hammer's car is an 88 Pontiac. Back on board, Charles Sanford's car. One caution flag so far. That was for a spin involving Ryan Kazee and Dylan Poteet. Or, excuse me, Ryan Kazee and Dylan Young, excuse me. Poteet has not been in a spin at all, so I don't know why I was thinking Poteet at the moment. Dylan Poteet also has our in-car cameras. He's now trying to move inside of Kyle Matthews for 15th position. Just about got to put the bumper to off the fourth corner. As they're trying to draft up to the back bumper of the one of Trent Dunham, who runs in 14th position. And our third in-car camera running in the car Seth Cole, who runs in 26th position right now. So he also not having a very good day here at New Hampshire. See the tachometer right there is down to about 5,900 through the middle of 1 and 2. And now in the turn number 3, he has it up to about 9,000 RPMs. Set down about 6,000 through the third and fourth turns now. And as he back on the front stretch, she goes up. She turns one in turn number 1 at about 9,100 in the turn number 1. So Seth's last time by 128.364 miles per hour. And one driver actually moved his way up for his last starting position. That is Ryan George in 17. He's moved up from 40th to 27th in the field. And look at this. We got a battle for the lead shaping up right here. The 55 and the 12. Boyd versus the 12 car of Ryan Kazee. We may be settled in for a pretty good finish here. We're down to almost 10 laps to go. We'll be 11 to go this time by between the 55 and 12. We'll check the lap speeds next time by. In fact, this time by, Boyd was 129.02 because he was 129.01. So let's see how the laps are this time by. Between the 55 and 12 machines, Ashton Boyd also, as we said, has led all the way. He has already clinched leading the most laps. And those bonus points do add up over the course of the season, en route to a position gain or a championship, perhaps. 128.92 for Boyd and to a 128.87 for Kazee. So Kazee has fallen off just a slight there, but maybe pulling back for a run. Who's to say between those two drivers? So let's see what happens this time by. We'll check the interval again between the 55 and 12. It was 2,600 for a second last time by. We're now down to 9 laps to go between the front two cars. And it is 2,600 again. Still 129.96, or 128.96 for Boyd to 128.93 for Ryan Kazee. So Boyd has pulled ahead just a little bit, but now if those two get the battling back there, they may let Zed Weinstein back in this race possibly too, even though he is almost a second and 3/4 back. But we don't have far to go though. We're just down to 8 laps to go now. And in fact, Weinstein did fall back the last time by, so William Brock still in 4th. 5th is still Charles Stamber. Battle for 6th between Cole Deaver and the 8 of Patrick Smith, who's in 7th. Then Joshua Sakuli running in 8th position. 9th is Jonathan Zorlin. And running in 10th right now, battling for 10th is Cat Tellier along with Alexander Rowe. And in fact, Rowe actually will come into the inside lane. He'll take the 10th position away from Cat Tellier. The medal for 12th is Zachary Fitzwater, and the 11 of Ryan Gazee now takes 12th away. Fitzy back to 13th, but Fitzwater is not giving up on that one in that 13 machine. But Ryan Gazee does, in fact, have that preferred line. Oh, that was close. Meantime, Trent Dunham running in 14th position. Now Dylan Poteet is taking 15th from Kyle Matthews, who's now slipped to 17th position as Becca Tellier has also gotten by him. Matthews running in 17th. 18th is Emmanuel Hartnett. Collard still in 19th, and Johnny Gardner now running in 20th position. Then Keith Batson 21st. 22nd is Paul Minnick. 23rd is Jason Haywood with Jessica Shelton on his back bumper in 24th. Then going 25th is Tony Newman. Seth Cole, 26th. Ryan George, 27th. 28th is Michael Whitman. 29th is Jordan Lopez. 30th is Jesse Turner. He's also going to turn the season round 2. Quentin Moore, 31st. 32nd is Dylan Young. 33rd is Max Anderson. 34th, Joshua Osborne. 35th is Mike Becker. Ryan Winters, 36th. 37th is HAMPSHIRE. 38th, Kyle Lingland. 39th is Phil Parker. And Chelsea Bowles out of the race in 40th. And we're down to now 4 laps to go between these two drivers here. That's the 55 and the 12. Does Ryan Gazee have anything for Ashlyn Boyd? Well, we're about to find out as we're now down to 3 laps to go. And Ashlyn Boyd actually opened out his lead just a little bit on Ryan Gazee, as a matter of fact. It's now just 0.4 of a second now, because it was remember last time it was just 22 hundredths at one point. So Ashlyn Boyd may have been saving his equipment and let Ryan Gazee pull up on the back bumper and maybe make a race of it, but heck no. That 55, once he decided to unleash his equipment, he has unleashed it with a vengeance. As we're now down to just 2 laps to go for Ashlyn Boyd. He'll have the white flag next time by. Charles Sandberg, meanwhile, has gotten by William Brock for 4th. So the 30 car, I tell you what, that 30 car though, the rest of the field better be thinking, goodness, he did not start pole, or else he'd have been dominant like Ashlyn Boyd is. But the white flag is waving over Ashlyn Boyd. He won the Pepsi 400 this season at Daytona and is on the brink of possibly getting his 2nd in a row. That is provided if he can hold off that 12 of Ryan Gazee, because he's still keeping it close, but he'll have to mash the gas and drive it hard in the 3rd turn, possibly. But I don't think he's got anything under the hood of that number 12 Chevrolet. In fact, he moves up on the high side of the racetrack, and it's going to seal the deal. Ashlyn Boyd will run turn number 4 to number 55 Copenhagen Chevrolet. Will make it 2 in a row. Ashlyn Boyd wins the Slick 5300 here at New Hampshire. So, Ashlyn Boyd is now one of the hottest drivers on the tours. He wins 2 in a row. Won the Pepsi 400 in a battle between he and Max Anderson, and now takes a dominating performance here at New Hampshire. Ryan Gazee, a great day for him in 2nd position. 3rd will go to Zed Weinstein. Charles Sandberg in for 4th. And 5th will go to William Brock. 6th will be Patrick Smith, as he's gotten by Cole Deaver, who will finish 7th. Good day for Cole Deaver, however, though. 8th place will go to Joshua Sakuli. 9th to Jonathan Zorlin, and 10th position will go to Alexander Rowe. Average speed 115.038. One caution flag in this race here, and it's a bit abnormal for New Hampshire, I will say that too. So 20 are in the books here at New Hampshire International Speedway. We gave you the top 10 already. 11th position will go to Cat Tellier. Zach Winkle, ends up finishing in 12th. A good day for him. Zachary Fitzwater 13th. Trent Dunham, one of the first of the big names, back in 14th position. We have about 3 or 4. Actually, we have about 3 of them actually in the top 10 with Weinstein, Sanford, and Deaver. Anyway, Dylan Poteet 15th. Becca Tellier will come home in 16th position. 17th to Kyle Matthews. 18th to Emmanuel Hartnett. Johnny Gardner 19th. And Joshua Collard ends up finishing in 20th. Keith Batson 21st. 22nd will go to Paul Minnick. Jason Haywood did hold off Jessica Shelton for 23rd. 24th was Shelton. Tony Newman 25th. Seth Cole 26th. Michael Whitman 27th. Ryan George ends up finishing in 20th after starting in 40th. Rest of the finishers: Jordan Lopez, Jesse Turner, Dylan Young, Quentin Moore, Joshua Osborne, Max Anderson, Mike Becker, Ryan Winters, Kev Shearer, Kyle Langland, Phil Parker, and Chelsea Bowles. So some big names back there in the last couple races of this season. So maybe they'll make a turnaround at the next stop of the tour at the Tricky Triangle at Pocono. But the big win today, two races in a row for Ashland Boyd, the number 55 Copenhagen Chevrolet. He will drive the victory lane here today at New Hampshire National Speedway as winner of the Slick 5300. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We have everything on this channel here in our races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires for his channel. And be sure to check out Seth's series as well. Or be sure to check out Seth's Taxler Truck Series, the Pizza Hut X Series, and the NNSCRA Hershey's Cup Series. Be sure to check those series out. And I will assure you, his races are a whole heck of a lot better than what I have to offer. I better quit saying it before Steph shuts me up on that. Anyway, we'll see. So long here from New Hampshire National Speedway. The next race on the tour will be the Farmers Insurance 400 here at Pocono, over at the Tricky Triangle at Pocono. So for now, this is James Qualls, and in production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best.